This is a rough idea. Mitosis would stop right there and be done. But meiosis, they divide one more time. In mitosis, one begets two. But in meiosis, one will eventually produce four. So one spermatocyte will actually divide 2 times and give the guy 4 sperm per. A lady will have her egg divide big and divide small. The small one is a polar body that disintegrates. So a lady will have a big cell, big, small, small, small. So in the case of a woman, she just produces 1 egg. And guys produce millions of sperm. And once a month, the lady will bring out of storage one of these eggs and let it develop. If it's fertilized, then she gets pregnant. If not fertilized, she doesn't get pregnant. One thing about a lady is, when she's born, she has a set number of these. When the last one is used, what's that called? Menopause. When the last one is used, you go into menopause. Men don't have a menopause, because men can make sperm all their lives. Problem is, though, they can't do love act. They got the bullets, no good. All right. Here's how it works. Meiosis happens in a diploid cell, but so does mitosis. I need to explain diploid for a minute before I go any further. I hate to build a foundation on something crumbling. The 2 words are, actually there's 4 words, but let's do 2. There's diploid and haploid. Haploid is half diploid. So if diploid is 10, what's half of 10? That's haploid. And our body's diploid is 46. So what's haploid for us? 23. And the trick of it is, all of my cells and all your cells, they have a grand total of 46 chromosomes. 23 came from mama, and 23 came from daddy. Now, if I want to have a child, I got to do the same thing. So, in the beginning, that 46 chromosomes cell has got to half itself to become 23. So, when my sperm at 23 finds my wife's egg at 23, and they come together, our little baby is right back to 46. And things are fine. Now, Down syndrome is 47. We do have problems with this thing. But, you know, not a lot, but there's enough Down syndrome children to say this happens more than we like it to. And of course, you have Down syndrome, you got the round face and the almond-shaped eyes. You have certain traits you can just tell. At Hardaway, my room is right beside the special ed room. And our instruction is teacher word, be in the hallway, greet the kids, and get them into the classrooms. They can talk in there. The little kids beside me, they hung around outside a long time. They did not want fellow students to see them go in that room. You know why, don't you? Same reason why the little school buses come to school 5 minutes early. The kids, they feel like,
cool.
How would you see me getting that little bus? I'm retarded or something. So what happened? I was there, and we had a brand new vice principal, and I've been teaching 25 years. And this person was brand new, and it's like the lieutenant and the sergeant.
Right.
You know, he outranks me, but I know. And down came, and she was a sweet big lady, and she goes, "Y'all get in that room." I said, wait. And they looked at her. They're going to mind her, but you can tell they were upset. I said, those are the handicapped children, and they like to hang around outside here. So we all know they're going in there, but they don't know we know that. So I said, just let them alone. They don't go anywhere. They're not causing a fight. So when the bell rings and the hall is cleared, they go in the room. Did it for years. And this little woman, I said, and I know it's not right, but it saves them face. And she goes, understand. And she never did do it again. And when I had my leg amputated, they adopted me. I became one of them. And they came down in their wheelchairs, and they're as sweet as they can be. It's the most. If you don't know a handicapped child, you need to get to know one. They're as sweet as had apple pudding.
They appreciate stuff a lot more than other people.
Huh?
They appreciate the little things.
Yeah. They had the little girl who almost died down there. I was a medic in the Army, I probably told you that. And I was in my room teaching A&P actually. And boy, they came ready. Miss Tip, I need you right. And I went next door, and there's a little girl in her wheelchair. She has a breathing device, and she's blue. The thing is turned off. And her lips are already blue. And her skin, and I'm looking at her going, oh, she's dying. And there's the principal, a few coaches, a few special ed teachers. And I went pop off her mouth, and I blew into it. Her lungs inflated. I let go. And they're watching me like, what are you doing? I'm breathing for her. The solution to the problem, she's not breathing, so what's the solution? Now, I can't blow in her mouth, but I got to get to the tube. And it just snaps in. I just snapped it right off there, and they thought it'd be sued for malpractice. And I just gently, it wasn't hard to, her lungs came right up. The color came back. She woke up. By the time the EMT had gotten there, and I just stepped back, and they said, he said, you had any medical training? I said, yeah, I was in the Army. He said, I could tell. You got back over there. So I went back over there, and I had legs back then. And the mama came in, and actually, she was crying, hugging my neck. And in my permanent file, I've been cited for saving a student's life. And I'm going, it wasn't that big a deal. But the principal said to me, it wasn't to you, but no one there knew to do that but you. So what was so simple to you, if you'd been after that day, she might have died. I hate to think that.
But doesn't make teachers take CPR first aid now? They still don't?
They might. They didn't then. They didn't then. They might now. I do not know. I was certain as a principal, I would encourage my people to take that CPR. But even CPR don't cover that though.
But the life you saved might be yours.
Huh?
The life you saved might be yours.
That's true. But when she graduated, they let me walk her across the stage, and I'm going, this is too much. This is too much. See, all the wheelchair students at Falcon Merit walked them. Usually, I don't walk wheelchair kids. And Mama says, I want Miss T to walk my daughter. And I'm going, oh man, you don't need me up there. I'm about to come and fall and throw off the stage or something. No, I want you to walk. So I did, and only a few folks ever knew what happened. You don't say things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was teaching one time so cool. I was teaching them about fainting and how to do first aid for fainting. And a girl walked up to me, and she fainted right there. And as she went down, I grabbed her head. The whole class thought it was a skit. And I put it on. And when they saw me react, and I just knocked chairs back out of the way. They knew then that she's really down. And did all that, and she came to, and she said that I never had that kind of thing happen before to me at all. And she was pregnant. Yeah, I don't know what stress did it, but I tell my kids if I'm teaching, if something happens like that, it ain't a skit. I don't do skits and those kind of things, it's so serious. And see, this had a carpet. Now, hardly those floors are tile. You can bust your head.
Yeah, it's strong.
You fall that far down and smack that tile. So my first thought was to grab her, and she's a big woman too. She took me down also. Well, she took me, and she didn't fall on me, but I know I soft her and blow, but when I fell, I popped my elbow inside the table. And I didn't cuss, but I wanted to. So in meiosis, you're going to find you start off with the same kind of cell you start off with in mitosis, a diploid cell. But in mitosis, when you get done, they're still diploid. They're still the same word. But in meiosis, when you get done, not only are they diploid, you got 4 times as many of them. They become haploid, and that's why and the only place you see meiosis happening are the sex organs. No other place. You don't need to be aware. Your heart don't need to do that. Only testes and ovaries need to do this stuff, and they do it quite effectively. I wonder how many folks knew what gametes were, and gametes are the sperm and the ova. Sperm is like you know say sperms. works. Ova, though, are the eggs the lady produces, and the name ovary comes from the fact that that organ makes ova, which are the eggs. So that shouldn't be hard to figure out. All gametes are haploid because the nature of they've got to be haploid to make them do their thing. And meiosis is the only division of the nucleus that produces haploid results. I need those results so that when my sperm and the wife's egg come together, we have a baby who's back to normal. That's the idea. Now, husband's sperm is in. We just say in. To me, it means haploid. That means number. Because 2N means, hey, if N is 10, what's 2N? 20. If N is 50, what's 2N?
100.
But still, the words. And see, N is haploid. 2N is twice that, which is diploid. There are all kinds of ways you can say this. I can say that gametes are haploid. I can say gametes have an N number. In my mind, I'm going, well, I know that 2N is going to be the other side. So I'm looking down the road, so I know where I'm going with it. So if this sperm from dad finds this egg from mom, well, N plus N, you're right back at 2N, and that's what I am. The baby better be that too, and that's how it works. Now in humans, 2N is 46. So what's N going to be? 23. Half of it, right? Or I can say that diploid is 46 and ask you what haploid is. Same thing. So for us, N is 23. Because 2N is going to be twice that number, 46. So when a dad, 23, finds mom's 23, the baby's right back where he's supposed to be. Like all, and animals have different N numbers. Don't mean how smart you are. There's a plant that has like 1,000. The number of chromosomes don't give you your intelligence. Not at all. Not at all. I'm probably going to look ahead. Yeah, we'll stop right there.